Good morning. Hi. Please join me in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And here's Rory with the announcements.
Good morning, St. Johnsbury Academy. Today is Monday, September 26th, and it's a white day. The following colleges have visits today: University of New England at 11 a.m., University of Denver at 12 p.m., and Goucher College at 2 p.m. The following colleges have visits tomorrow: Washington and Lee University and Grinnell College. Be sure to sign up for all your visits on Naviance and to view all details. The Germany Exchange Program is seeking more participants. If you are a sophomore or junior and think you might be interested in this live abroad program, please see Mr. Arain. You can find him in the Colwell Center in Ranger 115. Greetings from the Make It Better Club. This is a reminder that the Birthday Bash bag collection begins today. We appreciate your donations of anything that will help to create a birthday party for a child who can't afford one. Please bring in items like cake mix, frosting, themed decorations, plates, etc. Don't forget that the advisory from each class that brings in the most decorations will win yummy treats from Chef B's Intro to Culinary class. What do you call a hen that can count her own eggs? A mathma chicken, of course. Math team will start meeting tomorrow in Severance 15 for practice as we prepare for the season of competitions starting in October. If you have any questions, contact Mr. Kinsella or Mr. Stapleford. Today for sports, JV football at Burlington at 6. Please release the team at 2:15. That's all, and have a great day.
Thank you, Rory. Nice to see everybody. I have a couple of late announcements. Varsity volleyball lost to Mount Mansfield 3-0, and the JV team lost 2-0. Boys JVB soccer lost to Christ Covenant 7-0. Boys JVA soccer lost to Burlington. However, the varsity team defeated Burlington 2-1. Jorge Trade scored 2 goals, and Gerardo Fernandez had 2 assists. Good job, guys. And get this, varsity field hockey beat Milton 10-1 with 9 different players scoring a goal for the team. Good job, guys. All right, happy Monday, everybody. I hope the weekend was restful and happy. As we start this week, I'm hoping that we can think together about some of the ways that we can be careful and thoughtful with each other. I hope most of you are feeling the great strength that comes from being back here on campus together. And I know that you're so happy simply to be in each other's company, to be with your teachers and your coaches and your friends, to be dancing and cheering for each other, and to be walking through town together as a whole school. Let's remember that coming together the way that we do is actually not easy. It takes work and vigilance, paying close attention. And while being in a community brings us lots of satisfaction and moments of grace and neighborliness and cooperative problem solving, it also sometimes brings us a little discord that we have to figure out how to repair. It's inevitable. It's part of what you're here to learn how to do, and it's part of our job to show you how to do it. Every one of us has moments in our lives that we'd like to revisit and handle better, where we could have been better humans. When I look at my personal montage of such moments, I invariably find that they've come from my being thoughtless, not being thoughtful. That is, forgetting to be compassionate, or forgetting that the world was not only the thing that I see from my perspective, but a thing that is made of other people's hearts and other people's minds. It takes energy to remember that and to use that fact. You're not alone, and what you do or don't do has an effect on the people around you. To remember that to guide your actions is not easy. So what I cringe at are those moments when I did not remember to treat my neighbor as I would be treated myself, when I failed to be mindful of the needs and the hopes of others. But here's the thing, when you mess up with people in this way, which you will do because it's what we do, when you mess up and act thoughtless, when you break a trust, when you've done damage to a relationship in some way, you actually have an opportunity to create a bond or a connection that is even stronger. If you apologize, if you come back and make amends in some way, if you make up for having forgotten to pay attention by paying extra attention, it can actually fortify that connection and make it stronger. Now, you know you're strong enough and care enough to fix it, and that's a hard thing to do, to admit that you've been careless, but it can be incredibly powerful and lead to healing, and it just makes you more human. So as we start our, I think, 5th full week of the semester and are busy and thinking about all the things that we have to do and our work and our obligations and our assignments, I'm also going to be thinking about how I can be more thoughtful, about how I might reach out to others to make them feel better, and to remember that we share this place, and our community is made of thousands of small, important connections that deserve to be tended and cared for. So I am delighted now to introduce one of the Academy faculty's careful souls, who cheers for all of us and is devoted to students and their journeys. She's had a beautiful journey herself and is visiting us this morning from South Church to share her thoughts with us. Ms. Ellen Morans.
Probably gonna have to do that. I'm a lot shorter. Good morning. Behold, I set before thee an open door. It's September 1978. I'm in a car with my father on my way to a new school for the first day of 7th grade. He is retelling stories that I have heard so many times. He is reliving his glory days at Germantown Friends School. He and his brother, my Uncle David, both spent 13 years at this school. Today would be my first day. While he smiled and talked, I was lost in thought myself. What is homeroom? Why is a friend's school so special? What if I get lost? What will it be like to buy my own lunch instead of eating what Mom packed? What if nobody else has an LL Bean backpack? What if everyone else has an LL Bean backpack? What if I don't like this place as much as my dad and my uncle did, and still do? Just like that, it was time to get out of the car. So, with a mouthful of braces and a pixie haircut, and a trapper keeper inside my brand new LL Bean backpack, I walked through the gates. Under the words, "Behold, I set before thee an open door." It would not take long for me to discover what is so special about a friend's school. Friends schools, or Quaker schools, are overseen by the Religious Society of Friends. As such, they value the individual, education, simplicity, compassion, nonviolence, and one of my most favorite tenets, the inner light in us all. I'm not here to talk about religion. I am here to talk about open doors and inner light. The inner light is the intangible essence inside each of us that helps us find our way. It is that part of each of us that makes us who we are. Because we are all different and all special, our lights are as well. One thing is certain: we all have an inner light, and it's magnificent. So back to open doors. They are amazing opportunities, but they only work if we have the courage to walk through them. I believe that this courage is inextricably tied to our inner light. Moreover, I believe that my role as an educator is to help every person with whom I have the honor to interact to find their inner light, to encourage them to walk through those open doors and take a risk. In fact, I believe that if I am successful, seeing one's own inner light will help you kick through doors that are not quite as open as I hope that they would be. I have often been asked why I am a teacher. Here it is. Over the course of my life, starting at a very early age, there have been people in my life helping me to find, to see, and to celebrate my own inner light. When I graduated from high school, I knew this was my calling. I wanted to dedicate my life to helping others find their own inner light. 33 years later, having taught around the country in both public and private schools, boarding and day schools, I still wake up excited about what is to come. In fact, the first day of school is still one of my absolute favorite days of the year. And believe it or not, for 33 years now, every year on the first day of school, I call my parents. And I say, guess what day it is? It's a little early for them, and groggy, they answer, good morning, dear, happy first day of school. And then my mother usually follows that with, go get 'em, honey. We're so proud of you. Remember that you are much more than a teacher. You are an educator. So what is my ultimate message to you today? I'm going to ask you to indulge me just for a brief moment. Would everyone please sit up and close your eyes? Thank you. I love that noise. Try to clear enough space in your brain to hear my words. So close your eyes and just listen. I believe in you. We believe in you. Each one of you in this room has strengths that you may not know about yet, and we're going to help you find them. Each one of you has the power to affect a change. Each one of you has the power to walk through any door you choose. Each one of you has a voice that should be heard. Let us help you find your light. Help each other find your lights. Okay, now open your eyes, please. Now turn to your right and shake hands with the person to your right if you're comfortable with that. If not, a nod or a smile will do the same thing. There you go. Now turn to the other side and do that again. Thank you very much for listening. I wish you all a bright and magnificent day.
Thank you so much, Ms. Morans, for starting our day that way. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Faculty.
That was so good. Oh, I love her so much.